Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today it is soup day. I'm going to make a 15 bean soup with some kielbasa, and I'm going to start with some dry beans, and these are a 20 ounce, 1 pound, 4 ounce or 567 gram bag of dry 15 bean soup beans. And there's a packet inside so you can get any of those that you like. We're not going to be using the packet. We're not going to be using that at all. So we're going to go ahead and open our beans up. Now that I've got the beans open, I'm going to put them out here on the counter. We're going to kind of go through them just to make sure that we don't have anything in there other than beans. And we're going to take any of the bad ones we see out, or if we see any rocks and things. I've never seen a lot of rocks in these, but pinto beans, lots of rocks for some reason in the pinto beans. But let's go through these and just check them, just to make sure we got some good beans, and then we'll get ready to go ahead to our next step on those. So what you want to do is just pat them out. And here's a pinto bean that's got a spot on it. We'll take that one out. And you just want to kind of look at the beans just to make sure that they are all good and that you like what you see. If you see some of the ones that are cracked and split into little pieces and you want to get rid of those, you can definitely do that. And just give them a good look. Here's a red bean that's kind of got an imperfection on it. And we're just going to give them a good look over. I found 5 of the ones that I don't want, and I'm going to put those to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and put those into my pot here that I've got, and I'm going to take them to the sink, and I'm going to triple wash them really good. And when I do that, I always rub them under the water, and that way we make sure we get any dirt off the outside. So as you're washing your beans, you just kind of give them a little rub there between your hands, and that'll take any of that extra dirt that's off on the outside. So I'll be back after we get these washed. All right, we've given our beans a good wash, and I have filled up the pan here with water. I put double the amount of water that I've got beans in here. We're going to let these rest overnight. I'm going to put them a bonnet over the top of them, and we want these to soak overnight so they will double in size. So definitely make sure that you got plenty of water, that the beans get covered on that. And we'll just put this over it like that. I'll see you back, and we'll get ready to start making our 15 bean soup. All right, I am back, and my beans have soaked overnight. I wanted to show you what they look like. They've doubled in size. I'm going to take these to the sink to give these a rinse, drain this off, and we'll come back and we'll get started with our slow cooker. And if you don't have a slow cooker that has some of the features on mine, then I'll explain what was going to happen next. Stick with me. All right, I've given my beans my last rinse, and I've drained that out, so these are ready to go now. So we'll set these to the side. Now let's talk about the slow cooker. I've got a Ninja cooker here, and it's got a multitude of different functions on it. And one of the functions it has here is a Sauté Sear function. So I've got that turned on now. So if you've got one of these, or you've got a slow cooker that has that feature, go ahead and turn that on now, because we're going to be taking care of our meat, our onions, and our celery in here before we get started with the slow cooker process. This is going to be a 1-pot slow cooker, which is going to be nice for this. Now, if you don't have those functions on your slow cooker, you can definitely put this into a pan and follow along the instructions until we get ready to start dumping everything in there. So get you a pan and get that heated up with a little bit of oil in the bottom of it, and you can follow along with us until we get ready to start with the slow cooker process. I've got this on now. It's heating up just a little bit. I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in the bottom, and we'll be back and I'll get started searing the meat. All right, while the slow cooker here is heating up now, I'm going to take and put just a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. All right, that's heated up now on the bottom, and I've got 1 pound of my Kielbasa sausage, and I've cut those up into about little 1/2-inch pieces like that. That's about 450 grams, and I'm just going to put that into the bottom of the pot just like that. All right, now I'm going to give these a little bit of a stir around here, and we want to cook these for about 3 to 5 minutes, and we just want to kind of give these a good little brown. That's going to bring out a lot of that flavor in those and embark that into our soup. So we'll flatten these all out and let this saute here and render out some of that flavor that's going to come out of that sausage. And we'll just move these around a little bit so we don't get them cooked all on one side. And we'll give these a nice little brown. And we're going to give those a little stir around again. And turn them over so they get cooked on the other side. All right, now that these are browned, I'm going to go ahead and take my onion now, and I've got a medium onion that I've chopped. That's about 150 grams, and we're going to add that in. I've got 2 large stalks of celery, or that's about 120 grams. And we want to cook this for another 3 to 5 minutes and just kind of giving this a stir around until those veggies have softened up just a little bit and embark some of that flavor into the soup base here. All right, this has been cooking for about 4 minutes now, and I've got a good sear on my onions, and my celery here is looking really good. It looks like it is softening up quite a bit. Now let's get ready to move into our garlic, and I've got 3 cloves of minced garlic. You can add as much or as little as you like. We're going to put that in, and we're going to saute that. We want to saute this for about 30 seconds to a minute, just for it to get a little aromatic on that, and then we'll move on. You don't want to cook it too long, as garlic does have a tendency to want to try to burn. All right, I just turned off my machine, and I'm going to get ready now to move into adding my beans. I'm just going to give this another stir around here so that all of that gets incorporated together. You can see that nice sear we've got on that meat. It's going to put a lot of extra flavor into this dish. Now let's take our beans that we've got here, and we're going to dump those in. All right, let's give that a little stir around. Now I've got 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. We'll add that in. I've got 1 teaspoon of ground thyme. Now I've got 4 bay leaves here. These are really small. If you've got 2 really big ones, then put 2 in. But these small ones, I'm going to put 4 of these little ones in here. That's about the equivalent of 2 of the big ones. And let's give that all a good mix through. Now I've got my slow cooker now, and I've got it on high. I've got 1 can, or that's 14.5 ounces of a diced tomato, and we'll put that in. And I've got 8 cups of chicken stock here. If you want to use water, you can, or vegetable stock, you can definitely do that. I'm going to add that in until I get my beans covered. I might not need all of it. I'm going to go ahead and add all of it in there. Now I'm going to give that a good stir around so that we get all of that seasoning all mixed in together with our other ingredients for our soup. All right, I've got that all mixed together now. I'm going to leave that on high. We'll cook that for about 3 to 4 hours. I'll let you know how long it's actually going to take. If you want to put it on low, you could cook that 6 to 8 hours. It'll cook all day on that. What you're looking for now for the beans to get tender enough for you, and I purposely didn't put any salt and pepper in it at this point. I'm going to let this cook for about an hour, then I'm going to come back, because the chicken stock that I put in there has sodium in it, and we definitely don't want to overload it with salt. So let this cook for an hour. I'll come back and I'll check to see if I need to add any seasoning. This will be salt and pepper to taste. And if you want to add any of the other ingredients, you can definitely do that. This would be also good with some red pepper chili flakes if you want to put some of those in there, just for a little bit of a bite. I'll come back and I'll let you know how long this takes. I am back, and my 15 bean soup is done, and it did cook for almost 4 hours on high. So you can kind of get that range of 3 to 4 hours on high, or about 6 to 8 hours on low. So definitely you can put these on and let them cook all day slow if you want to, or you can put them on fast if you want them a little bit quicker action on that. So I did turn these down to keeping warm, and I wanted to show you what they look like now. So these did thicken up quite a bit. As you can see there, we've got a nice stock on our soup, and our kielbasa sausage looks absolutely fantastic. Now I want to grab those bay leaves out of there if I can find them. If not, then when we spoon them out onto the plate, you'll have to pull them out at that point, but you definitely don't want to eat those. I don't see any of those on the top, so I will look for those in just a little while and get those bay leaves out of there. But let's give this a taste test and see what we have here. Look at that, we've got those nice beans, and the longer you cook this, the beans will break down and you'll get a nice thicker sauce. Now if you want a really thick sauce, you can actually take some of the beans out of the pot and then take the back of a spoon, and you can break those down and put them back in there. And what that'll do is that'll thicken up your stock even more so. So with this, I didn't need to do that with how long I cooked these for. We've got that celery that's cooked nicely there. They smell absolutely incredible, that kielbasa sausage and those beans. Look at that, how nice those look. Let's give this a try. So good. Nice, comforting stock on that is really nice and thick. The kielbasa sausage is really good. Those tomatoes in there, all that we put in there is really coming through to make this a fantastic soup. If you've never made a 15 bean soup with kielbasa, give this a try. As I said earlier, I used to have this. My mom used to make this when I was younger. And so you can get the bags in the store, give them a soak overnight, put them in your crock pot if you've got one, or if you just want to put it on the traditional stove, you can definitely do that. This is nice. This is a one and go dump if you've got one of these type of slow cookers. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other 2 videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I want to hear how your 15 bean soup with kielbasa comes out. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.